Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsaha Sangasteshu Pajayate Sangat Sanjayate Kamaha Kamat Krodho Bijayate Krodat Bhavati Sammohaha Sammohat Smriti Vibramaha Smriti Bramshat Buddhinashaha Buddhinashat Pranashyati. So this verse is also dealing with how we deal in the external world and the issues that we face as a consequence of our developing these attachments to the external objects and people in the world. So he says here very clearly, it is these couple of verses are called the eight rung, eight runged fall of the human mind. So the mind goes down this track if it is allowed to go down this track. So we have to add that it is under my control, it is under my sway, up to a certain point, and then afterwards I'm not able to bring it back. So here Bhagwan says, Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsaha, don't be careful, don't be mechanical in your living. Meditating, suppose I feel, I'm just giving an example. I'm in a mall, I'm in a shopping mall, and I go past a window and I see a wonderful dress or something that attracts my attention. This is a very, very mundane example, but sometimes it happens as well. Some dress that attracts me. And what happens? I keep thinking about it. Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsa. I keep thinking about that object. I can't stop thinking about the object. And that object is in my mind all the time. Teshu Sangaha Jayate. Then I start developing a fascination. I can't get it out of my mind. I want to get it. It becomes like Sangat Sanjayate Kamahas. Desire is born. The moment it comes, I start dwelling. I keep dwelling without putting a rein to that thought. Then I get a desire in my mind. What is a desire? I have to do something to get it now. I have to do something to get it. And it's not binding. As long as I, leave it at this point, when I'm not bothered whether I get it or not, then I'm fine. Then desire doesn't cease to rule over me. I'm still in charge of desire. But what sometimes it could be the experience of people that the desire is overwhelming and I cannot fulfill it. When I don't fulfill the desire, when I'm not able to get what I want, Bhagavan says, Kamat Krodho Bijayate. Anger is a natural consequence of unfulfilled desires. So actually anger, suppressed desire, manifests in a human being in the form of anger. Sometimes we don't know why we're angry. That's what Shastra says. It is suppressed desire. It is not external situation, person that makes us angry. It is our own anger that comes out triggered by external. So kamat krodho bijayate. If the desire is fulfilled, then I'm fine at this level. But here Bhagwan says, most of the time it may not be fulfilled, right? For many. Then what happens? Then any obstacle that comes in the form of my fulfilling my desire becomes a source of anger for me. An unneutralized anger, he says, Krodat bhavati sammohaha. Anger leads to moha, leads to delusion. You can't think properly. We know ourselves, our own experience. In moments of anger, we say words we don't even mean. We say words, very hurtful things we can't take back. Or we do things which are not based on our sense of what is right and what is wrong, right? So sammohaha, anger makes my mind deluded. And then Bhagwan says, once you get into that, sammohat smriti vibramaha, all the dharma that you have been taught, the value structure that you have, that you preach, we preach very well to others as well, right? Many times it is very easy to talk about the values and all of this, but to follow ourselves, we get lost. So now when anger it's a happening and it takes me over, I forget all my value structure. Smriti Vibramaha, my memory capacity is gone for a toss as well. And then my discriminative faculty is no longer functional. Buddhi nashat pranashyati. He says that there is a permanent destruction of the buddhi, of the intellect. The human being is no longer a human being. Human being becomes as good as an animal, actually, because buddhi, the discriminative faculty, is what differentiates us from animalistic lives. Animalistic means I just do what I want. I don't care what I do. It doesn't matter if I hurt or disturb anybody. I just want to get what I want. So here, this is called the ladder of fall, the ladder of human fall. And again, Gita addresses based on raga, dvesha. These are the things. When I'm very heavily attracted to something, attraction and repulsion, Bhagavan says throughout the Bhagavad Gita, these are the two enemies of the human mind. The attraction, intense attraction and repulsion, is what disturbs us and keeps us away from our true nature in our life. So this is a couple of verses to address the issues that we face in life Gita gives. Then